Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Driving Show Play Callaway. This episode was in October. Let's begin. So it begins, it starts, it was Thursday night and I was down in Illinois. North of Chicago. Yeah, and this weekend I was just talking to Clay at the moment. And so I was telling Clay about this weekend that Josh wants to get steel tanks and stuff cleaned up on his. We're gonna polish it. Tomorrow night, we're gonna make, he's gonna do all his other work tomorrow night. Like how he was gonna change his oil then Saturday morning, and then I think we're gonna. I don't think Olson's gonna be there this time, but you can. It sounds like I'm leaving a little bit, but yeah. Around 5 o'clock in the morning, I think Taylor's gonna go to Suki with yoga again and then hang out with Vandich and Andrew with. But we're gonna do the Chases of Pennsylvania and after that. Like I said, we're gonna be yeah, I still have to come home. I don't know how late. It looks like it's gonna rain tomorrow. I think we're gonna have to add that in. Then Saturday, that's gonna be kind of cold, but at least we have the sun, and I think we're gonna. I'm going to I think Josh said I think he wants to do it. I don't think that's that shot up there. We're gonna do it up in the farm. I think they're gonna be I always had in Danica. I think they're gonna be out in the house standing. But but we can't really wash. They're gonna make it clean or us wash them. But I guess up in the shop. But you can wash outside the shop. But how would it? No one's like, this would be lots of trucks going in I guess it's like a quick wash and if they're just gonna, if they need to wash out, like do the inside of it. I don't mind it. But I don't want to dig down around it. That's another reason why I leave. We'll talk about that in the next episode. But Customs Trivia, that will be coming. When we wake up the next episode, the Customs Trivia will be out and up. Going to be happening. Sorry about the polishing guy trivia I'm supposed to do. But we're going to do that hopefully in September. Then the polishing guy, the polishing guy trivia is going to be in September. And then the Customs trivia is going to be in October. So But I don't think we can have it. I think the shop we can have it. I don't think, we're gonna be like, we may be doing houses, so it's a good habit. I don't think me and Slayer we can have it. They had to dig that out of the box. I'm gonna take it home before when. Before like maybe this is, I don't know if maybe we'll think about one of the things that we had. Was actually that shop out there. I think the thing still may be upside down. Try like that. Oh, that's right, we have it set up. So, in just a few minutes, I want to leave again. I have to go. Yeah. We'll try and we'll sound to like that in a minute. So, it's time to play, I think. Yeah, I have most of everything. I have all the reggae stuff in the bottom and I have all my standards. I just picked up a couple new button wheels now that I gave it time to. The last time when the thing that was back in the summer, the last time we did Clay's track when and so hopefully I think tomorrow this is Clay talk and I'm thinking we getting off earlier. So how you was just saying how you was getting the mask and so yeah you had to go unload it. Loading up Clay in the morning and everything. We'll see, I think it may, I don't really know. I may need to go back to the row house and we may go back to the row house and they wash here. Oh, they have a little scratchy wash here. Oh, we actually have water out there. Sometimes we type the trucks there. Oh, we actually have a little shop. Since they don't want me to. I guess that's fine. That hole is similar to that massive for this one. Not that, like that. Oh, it's actually how we actually had it. I may need to go to the farm, but those are maybe not the big stuff. Then I think I'm going to come home and take it in the wash my truck just out. Actually, how we did have a hot, in real life, but how we did have a hot, how we actually had it, that hot water. I think this hot water heater and stuff. I might need to bring that big bucket home. Actually, how we actually brought it home, and how we actually had like old. So like DEWALT. And that's where we're gonna stop. Alright, this is what the real shot looked like in the show we're using at the film. So this is similar to what the pressure washer play had. I don't know if we had a real big huge, but hopefully I just have like a little electric one like that we hooked up. Yeah, we actually had then while we actually had hot water over here. We realized it's just cold. Yeah, that's what he actually used to wash it. Then he backed that day. Actually, I always just pulled up forward. He actually pulled in. So, my bad, it's time. Can't really see it, but hopefully you guys can see it. He said we're gonna. In real life it rained, but how it was like a nice sunny day. How it was a cold fall. This is like I said, this episode was in October. He said like, because they didn't want us. How we got off early, so we decided instead of how he called me, do you mind if I take my truck to the roll shop? And they said, absolutely, but that's what I said. Yeah, they don't kind of, yeah, I can sometimes say, with all the trucks going in and out, but that way we're far away from the truck. They can't really take that way here. I'm gonna be, as long as you clean up. Like I said, the hot water heater was on, I don't know if this one's a tank type model. I guess it is. This, since it's a wash, maybe when I get, this was in the episode now. Maybe I might wash, maybe, when I get home, I'm gonna just start with my truck and trailer when I get, it's Friday. How I got home around like 10 in the morning. How actually I was around noon when I got home. But yeah, the end of school year. I decided to start the weekend early. I decided to start the weekend early. So this was, thinking, I think I have all my done, and actually how it was in 10 in the morning, how before how it's in the way, how it's gonna be like, I guess how it was in the way till it warms up. How it's gonna be like in the, like only like in the 20s. So anyway, so we built that, so this is the night before, so finally, hopefully that's it. So finally we got able to finally got the mask, and Clay got parked. He was actually all done for the week. I still had to deliver my load tomorrow, but But like I said, he was gonna be home around like at 9 o'clock. Time is it? Oh man, it's almost, hopefully that battery doesn't die. Got it. So anyway, so he got pumped. He was gonna have actually had some he was gonna make some tacos or something that night. He actually had some, so finally got pumped. He heated up a can of beans and he was very hungry, man. So finally he ate and then he took a shower, so then he finally got cleaned up. It was around 7:30, yeah. He stayed up the quick trip at Marston there. He was gonna get back up at like 5 a.m. so he can drive if he wants to be home. Like I said, he wants to be home at 8 in the morning. He wants to be home around like 8:30 in the morning. Kind of around the time 8 o'clock when the tailor starts her day at school. So yeah, around 8:30, 9 o'clock, somewhere in there. Like I said, he has to go get in one of the other things. He does all his own grocery shopping and his own cooking and stuff. Sometimes Taylor helps him, but like he made the taco himself. He actually has a scratch taco recipe. He also put some cheese on top of it too. Some nacho cheese. He actually toasts his, so his tacos are already ready. He actually toasts his So finally he had his tacos, they were good. So finally he actually had a what did he have to drink? We'll say maybe. We'll say he just had some water with that, okay? Finally, he was actually in bed. He was super tired. So he was in bed before 9 o'clock. So finally, we'll switch over. So I was actually down in Illinois. Yeah, I was staying there too. This was Koda's side now. Yeah, I had some I had some leftover pizza that I had for supper. It was good. Yeah. Yeah, finally I got ready for bed too. We were both disastered. So finally, let's fast forward till 5 in the morning. Clay woke up. I think it may still be dark. I don't really know what time it gets to lie down and fall. If you want to figure it out, look at sunset on that in October 2023. I might send the date, proper date of it. So finally, Clay got up. He wore the day before he wore a thing shirt. Today he just wore a button down. Yeah, it was still he actually wore a sweatshirt over the. It was kind of chill. Yeah, he actually wore a Sing sweatshirt that day. It had a picture of moon on it. Anyway, he liked that claw bear. I know he does. So finally, he got dressed, he got his coffee. So he made his coffee. He actually had the coffee maker right in the truck where he actually put his Peterbilt hat on. He was getting ready for the day. He was getting ready for the day. Then I told them, so finally he got rolling. Yeah, Austin. So finally, a little while later, he actually had some breakfast before he got going. He had a breakfast with, though. Yeah. So finally, a little while later, after we got around like 7:30, she called Jay Crotty. He talked to Jay for a little while. Yes, I'm going. Yeah, this is him. Yeah, I'm on my way back. If I'm gonna be back before, if I'm gonna still be morning back. This is. Yeah, we'll probably be by like before like 8. I woke up and actually passed Wolverines now. Actually, let's change how it was. How it was. Yeah, I had to go around them when I get home. And actually, instead of Jay Hill, it was actually Josh. He was trying to. So he decided to talk to Josh. And not actually going to tomorrow. I don't know. This was news on KODA. I don't know. He said we're doing some polishing. I think so. This morning, I'm gonna have to go do some paperwork, and I'm gonna have to go run some errands. I was gonna go to like the bank, and then I was gonna go. How I was gonna go grocery shopping and do all that fun stuff. Usually just go to Walmart because they have the cheapest side. Actually, the battery on this was staying really good. I don't really know what we're doing for the I don't really know what we're doing. I might maybe stop at the Quick Trip and maybe pick up a pizza for the. This will know and find what they have left. No, we don't know what. Kodas said yesterday it sounds like we're gonna be going out, but I don't really know where. Then I think when they get back, hell, I didn't have to do any paperwork. Let's take that out to remove that. Then after we get back on the grocery shop and see what time. And then, like I said, I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go put fuel on and try to get fuel off the farm. I gotta go get fuel, and I'm gonna wash out the inside of my trail. Just fresh wash it out Then I'm gonna go like to the row house. Actually wash the. So now I'd. Sometimes I like to go there. Oh, this was the first time to see. Oh, there was a couple other times when sometimes I like to take them in the really. Yeah, we have should be a hot water pressure washer. Yeah, let's change it. We actually have a hot water pressure washer there. I guess I could do the whole thing there. But I don't. But KODA might get upset. I decided. Plus we don't have a really good way unless if you want to climb in. Actually, let's change it out. Just I have a little pressure washer I'm gonna use. It's just like a cheap electric one. It doesn't make hot water but anything about the view. It's just running hot water through it. Like how we actually had the rubber pipe installed in. Since if it was summertime then you might be able to get away. It's fun how and it's with the cold temperatures, we're still gonna knock the big stuff off after the year. And I think Taylor kind of texted the Kodas wife. I might need about some of the damn phones from the kitchen. Yeah, how I actually texted this morning. I was gonna borrow some of them. It's been like I said, how this tent was in the like I said, this thing wasn't there in the episode either. People have been asking. This is actually my this thing. People have been asking about this is the polishing room. That's what it's about. Yeah, I was I guess we'll see, maybe you might see how much think Taylor buys the Dan resales, how she also has the pile when I meant when I told I don't mean like the pile hash. Have you ever heard I'm talking about the old fashioned song. Maybe sometime I had a show not the old fashioned glue. Maybe I can have that out in the shop. I might use this. I know these phones a lot better. And also I don't know, and also my green soap that I use a lot. That's the mix up soap we have with we'll make my own phone now. We'll make my own phone. So let's fast forward. So like I said, I was just trying to Josh. I don't know some of those things and put it in the. So let's fast forward. So finally got to the state line. Not the state line. The old clear, the exit. Like finally got to the old clear exit. Clay got to the yeah, there we go. Welcome home. So finally then finally how we went our way around Old Clay, finally got to how we actually went through, finally got the hound. I wish we can start right now. Okay. I guess if we don't know we can. I guess we could maybe probably get the quick trip and then walk over. But you know what, we can use, it won't be easy to take just my pickup. So finally we got on the 9.5. Got to the, we took 9.5, let's say, whatever it is. Finally we got there. Finally we made it up to the farm, put some fuel on quick and so the washer have to turn the over. I'm guessing the turnover. That was how you go up to, it's gonna be a, yeah, how it took my pump ups, how I had a pump up sprayer in there. How I had a couple of things in the back. KODA had, actually how Kodas pick up how. So finally pulled down up the milk hose quick. Finally got how I just used what was how I so finally we just used what was having in the milk cowers. So like wands and so finally turned the pressure washer on, turned the heat on. Got it nice and clean inside. Use that hot water. Really got it cleaned up inside of there. Use the pressure washer on, spray the outside off a bit. And we didn't really use any soap on it. I might maybe, when I get back home, I might maybe crawl back and try to see if we can get it a little bit bad. So finally got it cleaned up. So finally then we got everything, got the truck and trailer sprayed out, and finally we got put everything away, cooled out the coil on the pressure washer, got the hose rolled up, and finally got the elevator. Finally, so at this time, how we had in how it goes down to Old Elbs. To the real house. So finally got to the real house, and I just pulled up in there. How cold it was at home. And a parrot. And that's where we're gonna leave off for now. Oh, we're back. So finally we got parrot, and he unloaded everything. He brought all like his dirty clothes into the house, and his dirty dishes and on the week, and he got his truck cleaned up, got his bedding in. Finally got into the house, and finally he just sat down on the couch for a little bit. And this is Clay. I'm gonna take a seat now. I'm so tough. How will you say take a little nap? You say take how he was gonna tell how you say take a little nap. He went down to his bedroom. Then finally, so then we got woken up because like this had a load left. You see, I was sorry, but let's actually take that. I did call about how he didn't say it. Well, it's just taking us down to the nap when you call. So it's alright. I'm gonna get up, oh, it's around noon. Now we got home around like 9:30. It took a couple hours. I'm gonna run to the market. I'm gonna text Tail on this machine. I had to do it. They said tonight I wanted to be done around 5-ish. We're gonna be going to pizza to supper. I guess then we started to go. We might drive separately. We may need to go dig out, I don't really know. We may able to do it in the morning and all the polish and yeah, I think we're gonna show up around like 7 or I'm gonna take a so finally, so Clay finally got it was time to play. So this is shortly after we woke up from his nap and how we took a shower too. And how we changed clothes and actually not quite yet how we was gonna change because how he was just wearing his stuff that how he was to go get some groceries. So yeah, then his truck. In one of the episodes the other day, we're gonna change that too. Actually, the truck. It was a little bit smaller than mine. But how he was gonna go get groceries. He like going to Walmart. So then finally got going to Walmart. So you got them. Yeah. He went there and he got everything he needed. Took him a little while, but then he decided to go. Then he decided to go over to Quick Trip and how he needed to get gas in his pickup anyways. So he went over to Quick Trip and got gas, and he went and got one of those Quick Trip pizzas. These things up. We'll try it. Like in the bit of my mouth. Yeah. Ooh. That's super hot. I need a pause. So finally, Joey on his way home from how we talked to Jay on his way home from the supermarket. And finally, so gonna have to let you know I'm gonna pull into the drive to the row house driveway. Okay, sounds good. That was Jay. Yep, so anyway, so finally he got back home, how he unloaded his groceries and oh yeah, he just are you ready? It's Saturday. It's Sunday. It's actually Friday. I realize it's actually just Tuesday. But this thing was actually still. No, we just was they talked a little while about what happened in this weekend and oh man. Man, these grape. This is what Clay drink too. Alright. So finally he got home and like I said, he unloaded all his own groceries and finally he picked up the and then he turned on the oven and he made toast, getting around lunchtime. Now how he just watching the that's so funny. He had lunch and got some stuff done funny, then said now I'm gonna go out and start washing the I want to be doing this like. So we went out to the roll shop, how we got the pressure washer and stuff set up, how we took the, and then we got the, yeah, how we took the tail of it, that they, oh, it's in it, man. We were all out in the how it never did ended up here. This is what ended up happening when you was here. So finally, how we got the hot water going. He put his little hose on. Finally, got the. He put the hot water and the green soap in the bucket. The big the. Oh we. And you put the hot water in the green, the mix-up soap, the Folia soap in the bucket, the big bucket. So finally, Now you got the buckets filled up, also with the big bucket. Then you got his pressure washer out and now guys, so he actually had one of those buckets and I had to let me take a picture and show it to ya. His whole he had some bucket with some duck to it. So finally no, I don't really care. Yeah. Now we have this green soap then do that. So finally you got everything mixed down real good, then finally soaked it up with the then he decided to start washing his trail. He did the whole trail, he did it, start with he started with the side a couple times, he did that. He got the side cleaned up really well and then finally it did like the hoppers and all this stuff underneath. He used the small bucket for that. Then finally he moved down to the back and the other side and finally the whole trailer was done and finally he did the truck itself. Finally, so I always ended up around like 3 o'clock, how we had talking, like take a couple phone calls and so then finally Taylor came home from work. How she kind of knew that play was coming. But how she had with she has to work like a Thor. I'm doing the stable. So go to these gab. So finally we got then how I came home around that. How's it go? Yep. Let's help clean this stuff. I guess the truck has stayed here. Now there was a big huge. I'm glad. I don't know about how. Well, that's when all the trucks like to come home. Get into the heat now in the morning. Yeah, we're gonna start tomorrow morning. we're gonna start. We're gonna go over to the farm. The other thing with the other portion never actually happened in the show. We're gonna take all that out. Oh, in real life there was another portion that was portioned in the check wash. But we're gonna, but how they wanted us to use so we don't mess up the. Don't know why they let him. Oh well. And that's where we're gonna stop. Hello, welcome back. So finally, then they washed this truck. They used the poly soap on that. Finally, then after a little while, he did the gold on the truck and the trailer. And then finally, it was starting to get cold, so I got home and helped him clean up. Then finally, we went inside. It was starting to get cold. Let's get into that part of the day what was starting to cool off. The sun was going away, and So finally, then finally, this was after Taylor got home. I got home a little bit after Taylor. So said, let's go get cleaned up. We're going to be getting ready to go out to eat tonight. We got cleaned up. We took Taylor's Suburban. This is so finally we got ready to go out to the so what did I put on the subject side? Looks good. No. The Buffalo Island for supper. Yeah. We talked about holidays and stuff like that. Tell me actually drew. So fine, so this was what we doing, what you guys doing tomorrow. Let me guess, we're gonna be being over at the farm all day. That's true. Tomorrow we're gonna help Josh polish it. Then tell us about come on. Okay, well I guess that's fine. All you do is stuff on that, or you're helping you dumb bad. Some days even Taylor gets upset when some days I wish we could get rid of it. Some days even Taylor gets upset when all you do is put stuff into that damn. Seems like you're always out there, or you're always outside when we're gonna have any time to. Well, I guess true, I'll do my stuff with like Vanditch and Andrews. I guess I don't have. So finally we just talked on the way there and finally got there. We sat down, got a table, sat down, and we ordered something off the menu. We got some wings and burgers and what else, fries, I don't really know. We got. The food was great, it was a good meal. Finally we went over to Cold Stone Creamery after supper, got some ice cream. Yeah, how was I doing a little early supper? Yeah, how we're gonna go drop tails up. Then how we're gonna go up, how we're gonna do that in the morning. How finally got home and how we sat down to play too. How we sat down and watched TV. How we actually watched the shows that Mom and Dad watching. Actually, that's how we watch. Real life, I think that's all that's hooked up with. I guess, but how we actually watch, like during the week, to like watch his TV, how we own show with. How we decided to watch like Jeopardy. Then how we say watch the news and weather that. Finally then it came 10 and how we watch the news and weather that. And finally that was something, and finally how Clay was already bad. Jag tror du nu toastar band för alla den. Jadę. Jestem able to. So finally, sorry about that if I watch me eat. Oh. Finally the next morning came in. Help me face I did it. Me and Clay tried the medical hotel but how we say about fuck. We're not gonna be going over to the farm quite yet. How was that gonna be? How we told Josh when me and over there, how we had it. But how we decided to have a, like me and Clay say have a really guy this morning and how we decided to watch. Shouldn't show us that. How Clay, like how this weekend Clay said he camped out in the living room. That's one of those air mattresses. Oh, we know this would lag. Well, I guess whatever. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. We decided to watch stuff on this TV. The whole is actually show us the same way. The whole is maybe a little bit nicer down here than it's a real life. How we decided to watch on the, like some TV down there, some YouTube videos and the stuff. Alright, so let's get back into it. So that morning Taylor was gonna go up for breakfast with us. He was finished from the school, so that's why I decided. Sunrise wasn't till like around 7:30 that morning, and but how around them, how we're gonna stop at McDonald's and get some grub. know Josh was spending donuts and how we decided how Taylor was. The real life me and Josh would have got the pizza, but how Taylor was should have been Janelle. How it was Taylor, I have no idea what. There we go. Make sure there's no Janelle. Oh yeah, this will totally bounce. So finally we got YouTube stuff going. And yeah, how we actually woke up, how we actually listen to some background music. I'll play some. So we listen to some of these sounds for a little while. This one's my favorite. That's the same audio, it's actually audio live, baby. If you want to know. Then you watch our episodes of yeah. Never mind. They be watching videos on YouTube till around 6:30. I was still kind of dark. But we actually talked as well about me and other man talk. The whole thing had some stuff to show me. Yeah, I've been looking at how we actually went on TikTok. How we actually watch, connected my laptop and watch a couple episodes of like this past medals on Facebook. How we watched that long one, that long live that he did. Like a year or so ago. Thanks to the summer I kind of got interested, that's how I kind of wanted to. But at the same time I'm kind of glad about doing that. I won't have much fun with that. Anyway, I won't leave you guys hanging till around 6:30. It was time to go to the that is so good. How we watch, like I said, we watch. Let's take out these marshmallows, how we just stick to like stuff on YouTube. So how we watch like how there's this guy on YouTube, I guess it probably doesn't matter. And then called the Troyer, he was an actor. I'm not gonna say any bad things. I know he's that goofy looking guy. Yeah. You guys, right? I think he was from LA, he like Michigan. Oh, I got some piece of the. Yeah, I know he was gonna have to get around and but you know what? They will link his channel. They will link his channel in the description below. Go check. He did cooking. I can like his videos. That's why I watched that one more than when I got. Another able. That ladder went down the wrong path. I don't know what was. That was like a couple weeks ago, not last Saturday, but the Saturday before that. I know the weather didn't really cooperate. It didn't start storming then on this or something. It didn't start storming right when the Saturday got up. I don't think it was a power outage. But the thing is that we didn't really leave that like at 5 in the. I didn't leave till I wish we could have a nice sunset. Sunrise, not sunset. That Friday was nice and beautiful. So, how we watched the Boo Boo one, and then how we watched a couple other ones. How we watched the, I don't know, we'll go back to the episode. So like I said, how we woke up and got a cup of coffee and played with background music. Oh, then how we got like the TV set up to watch Zoom, we did that. Till around like 6:30. I don't know, I think it was maybe starting to get light out. We realized it wasn't finished yet, but we decided to put all that. It wasn't finished yet, but it was. Then it said the thing, and how we actually, I went back upstairs to get dressed. I think I'm gonna go get. Then the thing showed the. I think Taylor was going to take us to Blue Desert. I'm guessing we're going to be black. I don't really want to take Taylor with. That's the. I don't want to. We'll take my pickup. The diesel truck. Yeah, how we actually kind of measured the how she kind of liked, but I decided how which one did the. How she was still sleeping by the time we got here. How we're gonna go to McDonald's, how we're not starting until 8, but then we're gonna go, how we're gonna go inside and actually sit down and have a wrap. Like I said, how we already had our coffee, we may get some more coffee at McDonald's. When they move on to Quick Trip and get. We decided to go. So we're gonna stop at Walmart. Let's change how it's actually a photo facility that we woke up. Then how we're gonna leave it. So like I said, we woke up at photo facility and then we got then how for the hour then how we watch. We'll go down in the house and watch like Zoom and talk and. So finally, around finally 6 o'clock we actually, then finally, then how we got, like, how around 5:30, 5:45ish, how we got dressed and then finally, then finally how we started get, we're gonna, how we actually, I went out and started, how we told Josh, how I told him how we're gonna, but how we're gonna be back. I don't really know how. I don't know if it's, that might be a good question. You buy on the rather than that got real good. He might maybe get real weird. How we were gonna get, how I texted him doing anything at me. How we were gonna stop at Walmart. How we were gonna stop at Walmart first and go get the grab. So finally we ran away into town. We went into Walmart and then we went grocery shop, not grocery shop. How we picked up 2X. Yeah, how we had picked up a couple of things that we may need. Then finally went over to McDonald's and got breakfast and finally how we actually ate. Then finally it was around like 7:30ish. Then finally we got going. So welcome back to the trucking show with Clay Callaway. Hey, welcome back to the next section. So let's continue. So right now, so finally we got up. It was around 5 o'clock. We watched the TV shows and stuff like that. Like I said, eventually me and Clay got dressed. And then finally we got ready to go. We're gonna go. Finally, Clay actually drove my truck that day. Yeah, he wanted to drive. So finally we went into Walmart. Finally got to Walmart. And we went inside. How they were open. So finally we went inside and grabbed a few things, and then finally went over to McDonald's. We had breakfast. It was very good. Yum, yum, yum. Pancakes, eggs, hash browns, something like that. Agnes muffins, whatever we ate. Finally, I texted Josh we were on our way back on Chippewa. How this time, his truck was there, but how, like I said, so how we listened to country, we listened to Alan Jackson on the way up to the farm. finally we got up to the farm and finally how we parked our truck and how we went down to the to the barn. We had to dig the polish and stuff out of the barn. That's how we did that. And, ooh. Finally, after we dug this stuff out of the barn, finally, like, then how Josh called me, how he was leaving his house. Then how he was letting his, in real life, how he was letting his goats, how he had a couple of goats and a small little, yeah, actually how he didn't, but how in the episode, how he was grabbing like his polish and stuff and let's change that, he didn't actually have go. In real life, he didn't stop. How it was actually maybe not how. Yeah, how he actually stole stuff out in that old. That how it was actually pulled back. In real life, how he had the old boxes. Yeah. How in real life, I don't think. Yeah, when they called him, how he was walking out into his old pool bar, like his old boxes. Yeah, how he actually found it out there. How I actually had in the truck and show how I had some spare parts on him and how he took him. I don't really know if that even works, and but we're gonna try to see. Yeah, how I have this old. Let's actually do the phone call. Good morning, Jack. Morning, KODA. I actually last night when I was out here in my pool barn, and it was actually large pool barn. I found this old boxes out. I kind of like I had. I don't know. I think it looks it's in decent shape, but I don't know if it real. I don't know, but yeah, I have it like a change of brushes and stuff, maybe able to get part and then I'm gonna get ready to hop in my pig. I'm gonna get ready to hop in my pickup. I'm gonna head over. I had to do a couple things in the house. I had to grab some drinks. You guys want anything? Yeah. And even in the show that says future plans, so there might be something that old bathroom could be something when maybe after you get your shop. I don't really know if I don't really know it. I don't know if it's really worth. There could be something, I don't know who knows how long it's been sitting. I don't know, so I don't know. The mold might have been maybe seed stuff in it. But, kind of think I had that out there. I don't think, in real life, I might still maybe ask him maybe the next time, but if he does, then maybe it actually looks similar to that one that CUSTER Island. Oh, he may buy it maybe long. thought maybe I was gonna do back in maybe the Melcon days of the company, I was gonna, how he was gonna take his full dual pickup, I think. I'm gonna hop in my pickup. I'm not gonna take the cop car today. Yeah, and me and Clay are already over here getting our power shoes out, and I had to go down. Oh, this was right when we were pulling into the fire, I remember. Had to go down and for the last couple of years I've been storing all my polish and stuff here, and I think eventually before it gets too cold, I'm gonna take it home back to the rural. I think actually, last year, how have not been a couple of years. But since last time I decided maybe it might be something to have the whole thing, how I had my whole bend kind of on the pair with how my built maybe a box. I'm gonna get the forklift and play with in a little bit. I'm gonna grab you. Or something down there. So we'll see you in a little bit. So finally just how we grew the pickup in the summer. How we just had a couple. In real life, yeah, those. But how we actually had some renegade stuff already. How he was gonna go back into his house and grab some pop, and how we can already have before we left, how we got cool with how we actually bought some drinks at Walmart. That morning, you know what? We decided instead of going, I guess we could go to convenience, but we decided going. How we got cool with and how we decided to buy some pop and stuff out. How we bought some Diet Mountain Dew, how we bought some, and at some point today, I guess, and play if I want to have a Diet Mountain Dew. How I like Diet Coke, and so how I make sure I have some Diet Coke. Yeah, then I guess what happened. Yeah, how we actually picked up some those Oceans, those juice, some juice, and how we. Yeah, how we actually picked up some juice, and so finally how we bought some ice at Walmart. I think they had some yes. We got some ice. And then finally we went home, like I said, we were back on. How when we got to the farm, shall we do that? When we got to the farm, how we actually pulled the pickup in. Then finally, like I said, how we actually. So then finally, how the truck was in there. Then said, let's hop on the forklift. We're gonna go down and. Actually, how we actually stopped at the milk house, we're gonna how we actually pulled up to the back door out there. Let's go in there and see if we can dig that. Thought maybe here. How it was actually, how we done, how it was there when how the stuff was still there when I did my track in spring of that year, of this year. Then after when, like me and Olson did. And finally now we're back in the summer. I think it wasn't not that long ago, like a couple months ago. Decided, I guess I'm probably gonna be polishing the trucks again. But before it gets too cold, I don't really know I don't know if that's stuff. I don't know if it would freeze. I don't want anything getting ruined. I don't know if it would. That could be a good question for like Abin or somebody. I don't really know. I know he did a video. I don't really know what the rules get. Look at his story in. How we actually flew a little bit into how we opened the doors on my pickup and then how we actually then helped me we found the stuff, we got the stuff loaded up. Then so let's take it up to the shop. Yeah. We'll see, maybe we might do inventory stuff. I'm gonna maybe be solo. I think it's only gonna take one day. It's only gonna take one day. Yeah. But I might see how much sandpaper we have left. Maybe we might get over the winter. I'm guessing I don't really know if I don't know if we may just wait until the truck's laid. Maybe I don't really know if we're gonna try to polish one at a time. I know we've been kinda busy, we've been doing kitty bean season. We had to do kitty bee. This is our only weekend. I don't know if I'd ask you guys to do kitty beans. There may be other people. Then every weekend, I don't know if it was Saturdays and Sundays or might have to ask Jack. So finally Josh got there. How we actually got through the van and got the door in there. So he was just doing a couple things. And then finally we got there. Good morning. How we got everything. Good morning, Josh. Morning, call them player. So here's that. I got the polishing stuff. I got my stuff on last summer. Yeah, how me and Clay did it. Me and Josh did it last summer. Oh, I did my truck earlier that. Go check them out. I'll link that video in the description below too, if you want to. I will link the first portion video that I did and the one Then the one with clay is stuck with over. And yeah, I still have this orange button wheel, about a yellow one. So this is Josh, I'm gonna think, sorry, skeleton. So I got the yellow, they got the orange wheel. That's how you cut, right? Yep, I got the yellow wheel. I also bought this new wheel. The brown, and this was I'm guessing the brown is where you cut in, the green is where you do this one. Then I also bought this white wood. Then said, I guess we could try that white rouge, then I also have the safety flanges. And this little extender. So that was actually everything that Josh. I guess we could try that white rouge. I didn't have much luck with it, but maybe we may able to do it. Maybe that might be a good idea. Maybe kind of like in real life even too. I didn't have much luck with it, but maybe I don't know. Maybe we might have to do some read what's real useful. But I always had like the football competitions on Renegade, but I'm not gonna say good or bad things about this this white rouge from. Stuff like that. Okay? So let's get back into the show, okay? So finally after showing them, let's take a look at that bathroom that I work. It was like in how it worked, okay? I guess we'll give it a try then. So yeah, so go ahead and try to set up. You want to start with the stiffest wheel. Clay's expecting. I think we are going to need to do a little bit of sanding, and I think we have some sandpaper. We're not going to sand the whole things, but how instead this is I can sand those roughs. That's a good idea. There you go, Josh. If you want to sand them, then I have to. Go back down to the barn real quick and grab the. Then so what grits do we use? Well, I think we're gonna start. We're not gonna go. Think we're gonna. We can have some. We had some 5-inch. We had a little bit. How we had the 320 tan shine, and how we actually had some. And actually, how we had some 320 gold stuff. Then how we had 400 and 600. And how we do gold. I think it should be enough to get cleaned up the. Should be enough to clean up the rough spots. And then said I'm gonna. Then I'm gonna sand maybe the tank straps down. That's a good idea, Clay, yeah. I know this layer kind of rough. So finally we got the sand, how we looked through this, got into the sandpaper box and how we got some sandpaper, now we had enough stuff to get through it. Then maybe tonight or maybe sometime this weekend, we shall maybe get on the ending now. That's a good idea. I think we're gonna have one more big episode coming up. I'm thinking November, December, before maybe there's some snow. I want to go with my truck one more time. Think I want to do my truck one more time. Yeah. I might see if Olson wants to come help with that. I don't really know. I think tonight, I don't know, sometime, it's October now. So how this was how me and Clay went outside of actually, let's change it, how we actually talk, how we talk about it right now. It's October now, how me and Clay. So I think we're gonna do that on the way home. I think we're gonna do that on the way home from the shop. We may take the stuff home tonight. We may just keep it here before we put it away. If we do decide to put it back in the barn, we want to go through, clean everything up and right now, Clay, how I was getting ready to go get the bin of towels. How I actually had some, how I had maybe clothes hanging. How I didn't have like a drawer thing, but how I just had like a classic bin. Kind of looked like that one, but a little bit bigger. So then finally, how Clay got sand out. Then how Josh was already, how he was using that one of my sandals, how it was actually how it was a Hercules one that we used in the video. Yeah. How I got it set up for him and how we got KODA. How he was sanding the edges of the. He was sanding the edges of the tanks. So finally, then like I said, Clay. How we didn't use how Clay got one of my other sanders out and started sanding the tank straps down. I kind of told them. So finally we got the sand and then finally, how I got how we got the bathroom wheels out and then how we started going at and then how Clay and Josh decided to do the things and how I was gonna do the another thing, how I started it on how I was gonna how I started let Clay and Josh do the how I was just watching them. How I was actually kind of like what I was right next to Josh, how I kind of showed them how we kind of took turns going back and forth. How I kind of started out, how I got kind of like the bottom started and how Clay was actually using the 6000. How we actually set it up. This is how we took the bottom wheel and the extender with the bolt and then put the back on. He used this orange wheel. It was a brand new wheel from Renegade. He said he used with one of my flanges, then he was going to get some stuff too eventually. But so finally then finally after we got the sand done on the tanks, yep, it's ready to bust. So finally we got set up and then he was using the DEWALT 6000 that day. Oh, I have to turn one up. We got, this is after sanding. Well, me and Josh, we were using Josh's MAKITA that he found out in the barn. Hopefully this thing still works. Yep, looks good. And then finally, there was noise, but when you're ready. And it started busting. There we go. Man, that trigger lock's gonna hurt. So finally, he put his hearing protection on because these friends were extremely loud. He was wearing his mask, and that was one of the best parts about polishing. He was wearing his mask. Yeah, he was busting. He actually had a great time busting. He was having so much. He was using my big DEWALT. He loved the DEWALT. That was his favorite brand of buses, DEWALT. He enjoyed it. Man, this thing really has some power. Be careful with it. Yeah, I should tell him what the best way to do it. He backed the whole side out, but he did the whole fuel tank. And then he switched over to his little bus and I had an old wheel laying around. He did the end of the tank. I showed Josh and the stuff on the fuel tips and the tanks, and they just went at it. So finally, after a little while, we were actually done. We were actually done by afternoon. So a couple hours of like sanding and polishing. And then finally, man, that looks very good. I'm really proud of you too. I actually did the air tanks. We didn't really sand them. We just went over it. We did a couple spots with some hand polish. That's just good. Oh, quickly what happened to that. Alright, so finally then a couple hours then said so this is then how we kind of just sat down, how we actually. My wife Taylor was going to be bringing us some pizza. Yeah. Yeah, she's going to be bringing us some pizza in a little bit here. Okay. Yeah, after yoga every Saturday. I don't know if they did it through the 2023 years, but I think they showed me before they would go do a couple of co-workers, like Andrew, Megan Andrews and Ken Zandich, whatever. And we'll go do yoga. I don't know if Project went to that or not. Probably not, but hey, that might be a good question. One of them. Did you ever go to it? I don't know if that maybe. Maybe I might have it about that next time I talk to you. You still go to it. But look at making it up for the episode, Olson. every Saturday. I don't know. I think we can. But anyways, but we decided to come over here. Yeah, felt she was going to drive over. So then signed a little bit tail of the show. They said, "Till this is Josh." They tell nice to me, yeah, that was Josh time. Yeah, how we got us a couple pizzas, how we got some breadsticks and maybe some wings and then said, yeah, how she said come and drop it, how she was going to come have some pizzas. Well, pretty much stuff. Josh is going to watch this afternoon. In the pub it. I don't know what means later. We may do some other stuff now. I'm gonna. Still putting some stuff away. That's the thing how Josh did, how much we, how Josh paid us. I realize sometimes my dad got to get some stuff. No, we just paid us like $23, so it's how we can did all. Yeah, how we actually did that too in the last episode when Olson was there. I was excited. It was a wise idea. I guess not a wise idea, but how was a slight idea. But thank him for taking time out of it. I was in real life I was very bad in number. But in the he wants his things. Instead of like, I guess he could have brought a Justin over. Maybe turning it down. But I decided how we already had some stuff and decided that he wanted to teach me everything about it. So I decided to teach him everything. How we did the cut and the color and then how we went, and how I went over everything with the competition, all the rude. Man, I had to try this new again. Then we can tell the plan of the opening, we can try it again and we did it. Actually one is a kid. Yeah, I might decide to use it here. So finally we got sucked. Oh, he was in the wash this afternoon. Oh, pretty much how we actually went to the lounge to have the pizza and we chatted. And so finally, then like things, this is me talking, thank you for buying the pizza. Welcome, KODA. Love you. Anyway, so finally she left. Had to go home and we have pretty much done. Like I said, Josh is gonna wash it. I don't know who's gonna help. Well, Sam might need last to do, might need to go down to the mouth and wash. Oh, ladies got this already done. Now he came over to Arne. Jag har quite a few trucks going in it. So we may need to go down to the tube. But I think right now help me and Jack. That helped me. So finally we got everything cleaned up and reorganized again. But you guys need help putting everything away. I'm sure that will be. So then how we got everything cleaned up and reorganized, and how we're gonna how we're gonna take the sand home. How they was gonna go put that. How we're gonna go look for the sand. Yeah, how in November. How we were gonna decide we were gonna do my track again. That might be all day. We're gonna do work videos and everything. That might be like a whole weekend. We'll see, might maybe have Olson as well to come out and help. So finally we got everything put away and stuff, and that's about finally got everything cleaned up and put away. And so thanks for all your help today, Jack. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for helping me fix that bastard. No problem, Jack. That's what me and Clay like to do. If you have a problem with it, me and Clay might able to figure it out. We're not gonna take off here. You need help washing? That's alright, I can do it. Janelle was supposed to come and help me. Yeah. That was so nice that Taylor can bring us that the mirror. So finally, yeah, how we cleaned up the face a little bit. How we have to look through everything and while we put in the away things we have cleaned up and wheels, then they removed. I think we we can try to keep stacked up on our browns and our greens, and maybe a couple of few of these have these competition fruit bowls around RENEGADE. Here we actually had time to shine down RENEGADE. Also older brands, but maybe some Japanese and some Olson and some smaller stuff. Rosie May will give you that if you want that, but how only had this one, and then you had, we kind of looked out deal with Clay, I was going to give this. How I had mostly like MAKITA's, but I was going to give this DEWALT to him. Oh, we loved it so much. We could, we're gonna give building him a box of a polish and sell polish and supplies of him too. We can have so much stuff. Oh, the piggy polish, I'll be back. Anyway, thanks for watching. I know this was a long episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know you probably would rather go shorter one, but I hope you guys watch all the way to the end and hear the whole story. If you want to hear more fantastic trucking stories, subscribe to this channel and leave a like and leave a comment what you guys want to see next. But if you want to hear more and KODA and Josh and want to hear more Clay and KODA and Josh trucking stories, leave a like down there. You know, the video doesn't have to be over. You can always watch more trucking episodes. We're going to make more trucking episodes and send a heart to us and tell us if you like the video. Give a thumbs up right in the comment section. And there you go. See you next time. See you on the next episode. What's in the life of KODA CUSTER. Peace out.